Our Portland Trail Blazers have made it to the second round of the Western Conference playoffs. Today we've got games 1 and 2 at home against the number 4 seed Utah Jazz. In the last episode we played 3 games, 2, 3, and 4 against the Lakers, winning all of them. And they were certainly a lot different than the first game, which was a really competitive one. Obviously, we struggled early in game 1, but we really played well in the second half, and we carried that momentum through the rest of the series with 3 consecutive blowouts, essentially winning these last 3 games by a combined total of nearly 100 points. Game 4 was a little close down the stretch. I know we won by 28, but this game wasn't fully decided until the final 5 minutes, whereas the other 2 games were concluded halfway through the third quarter. Now, we did get a couple of guys injured late in game 2. Damian Lillard and Caleb Marsh got banged up. Both of them did not play in games 3 and 4, and both of them are not fully healthy, but we're going to use them on a limited basis here in games 1 and 2 against the Jazz. Notably, we've had Darius Springer perform at a very high level, as expected. I mean, he was the MVP after all. His 1.8 estimated wins above average are triple to anybody else on the entire roster, and second amongst all players in the playoffs, only behind Josh Giddey. But keep in mind, Giddey's played 7 games already, whereas Springer has only played 4. In terms of other notable performers, I'm looking for the rest of our core 4 to step up. The guards haven't been great, Sharp and Scoot, but both of them are recovering from injury. Khalil Griffin has not been overly efficient for his standards. He led the NBA in true shooting this year amongst qualified players at just under 70%. Fittingly, Tyrese Maxey, who's on the Jazz, is in second place, but his shooting has only been league average. Damian Lillard as well has not shot the ball well, albeit in a very limited role so far. This is what the rotation will look like for right now. Same starting lineup, of course. Really, the question is how we're going to utilize Lillard and Marsh, because I want to play them, but they're both a little bit banged up. So let's take a look at the Utah Jazz, who going into the season, I said we're going to be our biggest threat for the title, not just this year, but over the next few years. Well, the Jazz didn't quite meet my expectations, largely because of a poor start. They played really well the second half of the year, clinching a 4 seed. They've got a really well-rounded roster, plenty of size down low, and playmaking guards who can run the floor and create for themselves and others. Now, like us, the Jazz have 3 key players banged up with Maxey, Howard, and Yakovlev, but all 3 are expected to play through their injuries, so both teams are going to play some guys who aren't 100% healthy. I think this team really is a big 3 in terms of scorers, with Tyson Ledbetter leading the way. The young guard had a fantastic season this year, averaging 23 and 11, making All-NBA for the first time in his career. He is a dynamic shot maker and really one of the best offensive players in the NBA, and we're going to have to scheme our defense around him. They've also got the Maxies. Cassius Maxey, of course, we almost infamously drafted over Darius Springer. And while it's a good thing we did it, Cassius has turned into a really good player himself, and he's been really good in the playoffs with his stats and efficiencies going up. The Jazz traded for Tyrese Maxey in the offseason from the Sixers, and that looks like a win-win trade. Maxey's been a great addition. He's been ultra efficient for this offense, and the Sixers got a really big haul back that they've used to propel their rebuild. In terms of size, they've got plenty, with Sidi Ghaffari, the second overall pick, Jaren Jackson, the former Defensive Player of the Year, and Mikhail Yakovlev, an intriguing 7'1" big man who is ultra athletic at his size. The one big question with this Jazz team is their depth. With the exception of Yakovlev and Jet Howard, there really isn't a whole lot to feel good with regarding the second unit. They're going to require some of these young guys like Amadou Mwangi, Arkeem Summers, or even veteran guard Kevin Porter Jr. to really step up and give them good minutes. The Jazz beat Minnesota in the first round. I was expecting Utah to win that series, and they did. The big thing with the Timberwolves is their front court defense is rough. Jalen Williams is 6'5" at the 4, and as much as we all love Naz Reid, he's 6'9". How is he supposed to guard these Jazz bigs who are like 7'1", 7'2"? Minnesota's obviously got a dynamic backcourt, but I think this Utah team is a lot more well-rounded with so many intriguing skill sets. From Sidi Ghaffari's ability as a passer, to Mikhail Yakovlev's ability to run the floor at his size, to the dynamic trio of Tyson Ledbetter, Tyrese Maxey, and Cassius Maxey, we are in for a really competitive series here with this Utah team. I said at the end of the last episode that I do not expect this series to feel anything like the first round against the Lakers. I think the Jazz is going to give this team a lot of trouble, possibly bring the series into 6 or 7 games. I think the X factor for us is going to have to be Kristaps Porzingis. He's the veteran on this team, and I think he's going to have to step up with all the talent the Jazz have in the front court. Utah has two big lineups that they run, whether it's Jaren Jackson and Sidi Ghaffari, which is the two in the starting lineup. Mikhail Yakovlev can play with both of those guys. Amadou Mwangi is a pretty solid player as well. So the Jazz are a team who have really built themselves off of size and length, and their versatility could give Portland some trouble. Ghaffari and Porzingis meet for the tip. It goes to Ghaffari, and we are underway. Two of the tallest players in the league, 7'3" and 7'2" at the tip. Here is Ghaffari. He has it stripped away by Scoot. In transition with the slam. A quick start for Scoot Henderson, looking to set the tone defensively off of the turnover. Following a Springer miss from deep, here is Ledbetter inside with a dime for Maxey. He's blocked by Porzingis. Ghaffari gets it back, and he is fouled. Both defenses looking to make plays early as he gets one at the line. What a pass for Shaedon Sharpe, who's in with the slam. Khalil Griffin looking like Patrick Mahomes, the way he's dotting up this defense early. And Sharpe is there with the finish. It's 4-1. Here is Tyson Ledbetter with it, looking to get Ghaffari in off the screen, but he's intercepted by Sharpe on the other end, out to Scoot. Fadeaway 3 ball is good! Scoot Henderson connects from deep. It's 7-1. Quick start early for the Blazers, especially defensively. Springer on the drive, in for the slam, and the MVP is on the board. Finally, it's 9-1. Ledbetter has it stripped away by Henderson. Another turnover. Here's Sharpe for 3. Bang! It's 12-1. What is happening? Here is Maxey with it, looking to get some room. Out to Ledbetter for 3. And finally, it took over 3 minutes for the Jazz to get a field goal. This is like the Lakers in Game 2. It took them 5 minutes to score. Porzingis misses inside. Nice defense by Ghaffari. Jazz got to get it together quickly. Already down by 10 as it's another turnover. Porzingis with the steal. Griffin lobs it up for Springer. The Blazers are putting on a show early with 4 quick turnovers, and the Trail Blazers have scored off of all of those turnovers. Talk about capitalizing off of big defensive plays. It's 16-4. Maxey with a bucket for the Jazz. They needed that one desperately to cut the lead all the way to 10. Cashes Maxey inside for Tyrese Maxey. No relation between the two as he is in with the layup. It's now 16-8. If Utah can just get some shots together, they can put themselves back into the game, and that's one way to do it. It's an and one for Cassius Maxey. Griffin called for the foul. And just like that, it's only a 5-point game. Utah's offense is back up and running. Abaji on the drive. Nice move by Ochai, who of course spent his rookie season in Utah, part of the 3-team deal, the initial Damian Lillard trade, as Abaji grabs the miss from Scoot. Here's Springer with it, and he is blocked at the rim by Mikhail Yakovlev. Yakovlev is an intriguing player because he's built like a low-post physical big, but look at him go. He can handle the ball as he's trapped inside, guarded by Springer, and he kind of heaves it up. He needs to use his physicality to bang down low with Springer. Yakovlev plays like a guard, for better or worse. It's like watching Jason Tatum. Use your body, buddy. But he can hit jumpers like that from the outside, 20 feet beyond from the right corner. 18-13 with it. Here's Scoot Henderson out to Abaji. Pump fake on the drive. He is Sharpe open in the corner, and he drills the 3. It's good to see Shaedon Sharpe getting into a groove, as, of course, he hasn't really played much here in the second half of the season due to injury. Ledbetter with a dime for Ghaffari in for the layup. Tyson Ledbetter's a great shot creator, but he's also one of the best passers in the league, as Ghaffari's shot is no good. Maxey with the rebound. Howard for 3, and it's good. 2 things went very wrong there. You cannot let Tyrese Maxey get offensive rebounds, and you can't let Howard get that wide open. Here's Griffin up with the slam. What a move by Khalil Griffin. Blows by Howard, leaves him in the dust, doing a little bit of everything with 4 points, 3 boards, and 4 dimes. Maxey inside for Ghaffari. Layup is good. And the rookie out of Senegal is on the board. Here is Ledbetter with it on the drive. Layup is off the mark. Yakovlev with the rebound, and he throws it down on Bagley. The Jazz playing well with this two big lineup of Ghaffari, who's 7'2", and Yakovlev, who's 7'1". Here's Griffin out to Sharp. Thinks about the shot, won't take, and he'll likely hold for the end of the quarter. Gets it over to Lillard, guarded by Kevin Porter Jr. Lillard on the drive. Jumper is no good. And that'll do it for the first quarter. A low-scoring start. Both offenses really haven't been all that efficient. Obviously, the Jazz started super slow. They didn't get a field goal for the first 3 minutes of the game. Portland, meanwhile, I feel like overly relied on some of those turnovers, and the offense hasn't gotten into much of a groove yet. Well, if there's anyone who can start it, it's this guy, Darius Springer, for the dunk. Quiet start for Springer, only 4 points in the first quarter, as Howard has it in the corner for Amadou Mwangi, who hits the triple. Nice little two-man game from the Jazz on the pick and pop, as Springer has it inside, no good. Grabs his own miss. He gets it over to Scoot Henderson. Scoot with it on the drive. He's trapped. Back out to Springer. He's guarded by Howard. That, my friends, is a mismatch, and he knows it. Looking to back down on Howard. No good. Gets another miss, and finally is there with the putback. Talk about having a relentless motor. Not every MVP has that, but he does. 33-29. Yakovlev with a double fake. Floater is good. And again, his touch for somebody who's 7'1" is so impressive. He's got guard-like skills. Springer with it on the drive. Throws it down over Maxey and Yakovlev. 33-37. Cassius Maxey with it inside. He gets it over to Jaren Jackson Jr., who misses the three. Springer with the board is ninth. Busy start to the second for Springer. He gets it to Griffin for three. Nice play there by Khalil Griffin to find the seam, getting open and connecting on the triple. 40-33. Maxey with it over to Maxey. He's blocked by Springer. Shaedon Sharpe with the rebound, looking to run the floor. Lobs it up for Scoot Henderson, who's in with the reverse slam. Showtime for the Blazers, and they lead it by 9. The best offense is good defense. That play created off of the block as Springer gets another miss. His 10th rebound of the game. He's got a double-double, and we've just made it through the halfway point in the second. Springer in the corner for Abaji off the screen. Ochai jumper is good. The ball movement and overall fluidity from the Blazers offense has been much better here in the second. Yakovlev with a dime for Jaren Jackson. And again, Yakovlev, guard-like abilities even as a passer, as Springer is there with another block. Jazz with the rebound. Maxey guarded by Abaji, looking to out-tough him inside, and he will do just that. Despite being completely different player archetypes, Darius Springer and Cassius Maxey are pretty much the identical size, interestingly. Scoot, what a pass in the corner for Sharpe, who hits the three. What a feed by Scoot Henderson. It's 41-47. Tyrese Maxey with it, tries to lob it up to the big man, Mikhail Yakovlev. And the Russian center continues his dominant start in the first half as he misses that time right as I'm gassing him up. Logan with the rebound, out to Griffin. He's got Ochai Abaji, who's in for the layup. He's got 8 here in the first half. 49-43. Caleb Marsh in the game. He gets it over to Griffin, who is snuffed by Yakovlev. Sharpe with the rebound. Portland gets another opportunity. Here is Marsh on the drive. Nice move by the rookie Caleb Marsh. Good to see him making an impact here with limited opportunity, dealing with a nagging injury as Yakovlev sends it inside on the lob for a cutting Jet Howard, who is there with the slam. Good play off the ball by Howard. Sharpe, step back. Finya Beauty. Beautiful shot there from Shaedon Sharpe. He's just an aesthetically pleasing offensive player to watch now with 13 points. 53-45, 30 seconds to go in the half. Here's Jaren Jackson with the triple. Empties the clip. And we are within 5. Griffin on the drive. Layup is no good. Another inefficient start. Scoring the ball for Khalil Griffin. Ledbetter on the other end. Draws the foul. Makes the layup. And one. And it is a one-score game. Remember when the Jazz were down 14-1? I miss those days too. Portland's offense played so well early in the second quarter just to completely sputter out. Just seconds left. Here's Cassius Maxey for the tie. No good. Nice defense by Khalil Griffin. That'll wrap up a competitive, physical first half of basketball. In the NBA playoffs, you see defenses really clamp up and give you less room to score. And that has been the case in this game. Both defenses have made it really hard for the opposing offense to really get into much of the rhythm, as both teams are barely shooting above 40% from the field up to this point. Shaedon Sharpe leads the way for the Blazers. Darius Springer with a double-double already as well. And for the Jazz, Mikhail Yakovlev has been the star of the show, so much so that Yakovlev has been in the game for the last 15 minutes. Sidi Ghaffari, who started the 5 today, played the entire first quarter, but sat the entire second quarter and will not start the game here in the third. Sharpe, corner 3 is good. Another triple for Shaedon Sharpe. He gets the scoring started here in the third. Yakovlev on the drive. He is blocked at the rim. Porzingis with the denial. Springer out to Scoot. He gets it to Griffin in the corner. Step back, back to Scoot. Portland's going to reset the possession as it's Springer on the drive. Layup is good. Nice play there by Darius Springer, 58-53. Ledbetter, seconds left on the shot clock. Ledbetter inside, jumper is good. The Jazz need more out of their stars. The two Maxis and Ledbetter combined for 17 points in the first half. That's not enough. Speaking of not enough, Darius Springer has more than enough space to hit the open 3 off of the pick and pop. 63-55. Cassius Maxey is in with the layup. And as I said earlier, the Jazz need their 3 scoring threats to really get going. Mikhail Yakovlev can't carry the load. As Ledbetter hits the 3, he's already got 5 points here in the third after only getting 5 in the first half. Ledbetter now with the steal, another 3. Misses for the tie, but Maxey swoops in with the putback. What a slam by Cassius Maxey. 63-62. Here's Griffin with it on the drive. Layup is good. Khalil Griffin's got 9 points. He's also got 8 assists as it's back to a 3-point game. Sidi Ghaffari finally back in the game for the first time since the first quarter. And the rookie making his presence felt early. He's in with the slam. 65-64 now. Scoot Henderson looking for Springer again off the screen. Deep 3. Bang! Springer starting to heat up with a pair of 3s here in the third. And it's 68-64. Ledbetter inside for Maxey. Blocked by Griffin. What a snuff. And here comes the Blazers on the other end. Scoot Henderson, step back. His shot will not fall. That would have been insane if that one went in. I think the roof of this place would have exploded. Ledbetter gets a 3 right back, though, and we are within 1. 68-67, 5 to go in the third. We've got ourselves quite the ball game here. Springer out to Scoot. Deep 3. This time it falls. A quick response from Scoot Henderson. 71-67. Scoot guarded by Ledbetter looking for the screen. Seconds left on the shot clock. Pick and pop again. Springer's jumper is no good. Ledbetter with the rebound. Here comes the Jazz quickly running the floor. Ledbetter with it. Guarded by Sharpe on the drive. Heaves up a prayer and it's answered. But Tyrese Maxey is hurt, grabbing his elbow. And Maxey's already dealing with a hip injury that he's been playing throughout the entirety of the playoffs so far. So another injury for Maxey, grabbing again at his right elbow. That's his shooting arm. That's a big deal for the Jazz. One of their top scorers likely out for the game. 1-point deficit. Here's Lillard 3. That one will fall. And Damian Lillard is on the board. What time is it? It's Dame time. Ledbetter looking for an answer back. Crosses over Scoot. Layup is no good. Nice defense by Logan. Springer's in takeover. Ledbetter's in takeover mode. Scoot's in takeover mode. And Abaji is wide open in the corner for 3. After going 5 of 16 from deep in the first half, the Blazers have gone 5 for 6 from 3 in the third. As Maxey hits the jumper, lead is within 5. Springer wide open. Bang! He's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc here in the second half as the Jazz defense completely falls asleep at the wheel. 82-74. Ledbetter with a nice move on Lillard. Jumper is good. Both Tyson Ledbetter and Cassius Maxey have both looked a lot better scoring the ball here in the third, which is certainly what the Jazz have needed. Lillard with it, heaves it up inside, and it's good. Nice move by Damian Lillard with Ghaffari smothering him. The old man trying to show he's still got something left in the tank. As Ghaffari misses, Yakovlev shoots it off at the rim. And here comes the Blazers in takeover mode. It's Springer guarded by Ledbetter. That is a mismatch, and he will exploit it with ease. A big third quarter for Springer. He has been dominant as Ledbetter is blocked by Zay Logan. On the other end, Griffin, Scoot, 3-ball, bang! Another triple for Portland. It's a 13-point lead for the Blazers with a minute left here in the third. Howard out to Ledbetter. quick response for the Jazz as Tyson Ledbetter gets one back. But he's blocked at the rim. I think that was Scoot who got a hand on it. It's a block party here in Portland. Lillard to Abaji on the drive. He is blocked by the rookie Ghaffari. Here comes the Jazz now. Maxey with it. He's trapped, looking to get some space. Now guarded by just Damian Lillard. So in other words, he's wide open. He gets it over to Ghaffari, who's guarded by Abaji. How did they get these mismatches? Why are the two guards guarding them? Long distance shot is no good. Jazz looking for one more here before the end of the third. It's Ledbetter in transition. Has Howard open. Bang! There aren't many guys in the NBA who are better than Jet Howard at shooting off the catch. And despite the fact that the Blazers played really well there in that third quarter, if you're a Jazz fan, you got to feel pretty good. The 13-point lead the Blazers had a minute ago has just been evaporated to 5. Into the fourth now, Portland looking for a few big plays to get momentum back as Griffin is in with the layup off the assist by Caleb Marsh. 7-point lead, shot clock winding down. Kevin Porter Jr. with it. Layup is good. With Tyrese Maxey officially out for the game, the Jazz are going to need some of these guys to really step up down the stretch as Griffin misses the open three in transition. Here's Yakovlev again running the floor. He's trapped over to Ledbetter with a little bit of space. Hits the three. If there's one thing I've learned from playing against Tyson Ledbetter today, it's you cannot give him a lick of space. He does not miss open threes as this pass is tipped and stolen by Jackson. Out to Yakovlev in transition for the tie! A windmill slam on the break for Mikhail Yakovlev. This guy does not move like he is 7'1", 265. A legit alien out there at center for the Jazz. Abaji blocked at the rim by Sidi Ghaffari. The Blazers would take their lead back with some free throws, but the Jazz are looking to change that again. Ledbetter for the lead. It's no good. He was open there. He had space, but didn't get it to fall on the other end. Here is Sharp with it. Gets it to Springer. In for the dunk. 25-14 tonight for Springer as he's able to catch Ghaffari off guard. 97-93, 6.5 to go. Kevin Porter Jr. with it. He's trapped. Out to Ghaffari. Hook shot is no good. Nice defense by Logan. 25-15 now for Springer. Here's Abaji. Deep three is good. Have yourself a night, Ochai Abaji. He has been highly productive off the bench, scoring it at a very efficient level. Ledbetter heaves one up, and it's good. Again, just give him a little bit of space, and he will make you pay. 6-point game. Springer inside. No good. Nice defense by Jaren Jackson. Here comes the Jazz. Ledbetter guarded by Lillard. That is a mismatch for Utah as his jumper in transition is good. Portland's got to find a new matchup for him. Damian Lillard obviously cannot guard him. Step back three. Lillard, no good. Rebounded by Ghaffari. Here comes the Jazz. Again on the fast break. Ghaffari with it. Inside for Jaren Jackson, who brings Utah within 2. 102-100. The Jazz continuing to hang around. Howard three for the lead, and it rims out. So Portland's able to hang ahead. Lillard looking for Porzingis. He's picked off by Tyson Ledbetter. On the other end, it's tipped. Jackson gets it back. And this game, again, is tied at 102 as the Blazers call time. This is what playoff basketball is all about here. 4 minutes to go. Tie game. Griffin on the drive. He's doubled. Somebody's going to be open. It's not Porzingis as he misses. Porzingis still without a field goal tonight. The Jazz have defended him really well. Maxey off the fake to Yakovlev for the lead. And for the first time tonight, the Jazz are ahead. Springer's doubled. Griffin fake. Out to Scoot Henderson. Back to Griffin on the drive. He gets it to Porzingis. Back to Griffin. Porzingis blocked at the rim by Ghaffari. Griffin gets it back. No good again. Ghaffari with incredible defense. The Blazers offense on a drought. Maxey, meanwhile, looking to put the Jazz ahead by 2 scores, but he's out of bounds. Good physical defense there by Scoot Henderson. Portland gets it back, looking to tie again. Springer is doubled out to Porzingis. Somebody's got to be open with the doubles, right? Well, Porzingis is out of bounds. It has been a rough day offensively for Kristaps. He has given the Blazers nothing on this end of the floor, and he hasn't been much better on defense. Maxey, floater is good. 2-score lead for the Jazz. Here is Springer with it. The Blazers still looking for the double because they know somebody's going to be open. It's Scoot Henderson for 3! We are within one. 18-9 tonight for Scoot. 106-105, 2:40 to go. Howard lobs it up. Ghaffare with the layup. And Sidi Ghaffare has been unbelievable here in this fourth quarter. He does not look like an ordinary rookie. This kid is special. Porzingis has his pass tipped and stolen by Ghaffare. In for the slam. The rookie is hot. Sidi Ghaffare with another big defensive play. Springer drive, no good. Porzingis cannot get the easy rebound. It was right in his lap. Instead, it's Cassius Maxey. Mid-range jumper is good. And the Jazz are up by 7. All of a sudden, it's Utah in control with 2 minutes to go. Portland's got to get it together. Porzingis hands it off for Darius Springer. Springer looking for the screen on the drive. Finally, the scoreless drought is over. And fittingly, it's Darius Springer, who I imagine is going to be touching the ball a lot over these next couple of minutes. Howard over to Maxey, looking to get somebody open off the ball. Screen from Jackson. Maxey gets it to Ledbetter. 7 on the shot clock. Ledbetter with space. That one is off the mark. Rebounded by Jackson. A huge board for the Jazz. They'll hold on to the ball. Ledbetter is smothered by Scoot. He gets it over to Maxey, guarded by Springer. The two guys connected at the hip since the draft. Maxey inside. No good. Big stop by Darius Springer. Blazers can make it a one-score game. Scoot Henderson on the drive. Layup is no good. Huge defensive stop by Tyson Ledbetter. Jazz still up by 5 with just 1 minute to go. Ledbetter gets it over to Cassius Maxey. This clock is ticking away. Maxey sidestep 3. No good. Griffin with the rebound. He's got 11, 9, and 8. Again, they can make it a one-score game. It's Springer with it. They've got to move fast. 44 seconds left. Sharp with it on the drive. Layup is good. Nice play for Shaedon Sharp. 3-point game. The Blazers will not run the press, and they will not foul. They trust their defense to get a stop here, down by 3. It's into Ghaffare, guarded by Porzingis. The rookie is fouled. Porzingis does not like the call at all, and to be honest, I agree. I didn't see the foul there. That looked like a bang-bang basketball play. But Sidi Ghaffare, the rookie, hailing from Senegal, gets to go to the line and shoot too. Man, has this kid been impressive here in the fourth quarter tonight. We'll see if Ghaffare can hit him. First one. No good off the back iron. Hold on. This is getting interesting. Second one from Ghaffare is also no good. Springer with the rebound. Scoot. Open 3 for the tie. No good. Ghaffare with the rebound. They've got a foul, and they will. You can argue that Portland maybe should have looked to reset the possession, but with Scoot Henderson getting that good of a look, the Blazers had to capitalize. So Ghaffare goes back to the line after missing 2. You got to imagine he's going to look to correct his mistake as he sinks the first one. Second one now for Ghaffare is also good. It's a 5-point lead for the Jazz. Blazers still have both timeouts, decide not to use either, looking to score quickly. Sharp on the drive, he's doubled. Over to Porzingis, he gets it to Griffin. Gotta move fast, that clock is moving. Griffin, jumper, will fall. It's a 3-point game, and again, you're going to have to foul immediately or look for a steal. That would be most ideal. Ghaffare sends it in for Ledbetter. He's fouled by Scoot Henderson, and Tyson Ledbetter will get a trip at the line to shoot 2. 11.1 on the clock. First is good for Ledbetter. It's a 4-point game. Second one is also good, and it is a 5-point game as the Blazers call time. And really what we got to do here is we got to get a shot off quick, whether it's a 3 or a 2. Ideally a 3. Going to have plenty of motion on the perimeter for somebody to get open. And we're going to have Abaji run the 3 and Khalil Griffin run the 5. These are the 5 players who I trust the most to go for a quick shot off the catch. These 5 players have super quick releases, and I trust them the most as our catch-and-shoot guys. I want to have everybody spread out on the perimeter with one guy, Griffin, near the free-throw line, setting screens for everybody, and if he gets open, that's great too. So it's going to be Abaji who will look to inbound at 11.1 seconds left. He will send it in the corner. Sharp, pump fake out to Abaji. Got to shoot the ball quick. This clock is moving. Abaji, fadeaway 3 ball is no good. Springer's there with the putback slam. And it is a 3-point game with 3 seconds left as the Jazz now call time, trying to make sure they execute this inbound successfully. So we're going to bring our regular starting lineup back into the game, Porzingis and Griffin. Ideally, what we need is either a turnover or for them to miss both at the line. Otherwise, it's not looking too good. Jackson inbounds it to Ledbetter. He's fouled immediately by Scoot Henderson. And Tyson Ledbetter will get 2 more at the line as the clock sits now at 2.5. Ledbetter taking his time. The crowd on their feet. First one is good. It's a 4-point lead now for the Jazz. Second one, also good. Lead up to 5. Blazers call another timeout. There's really not much of a play here. Get the ball off the inbound and chuck it up immediately. We're going to bring in Damian Lillard because he has a history of getting some of these quick shots off, and I think he is one of the faster releases on the team. So he's going to come in for Porzingis, and again, just throw the ball up once you get it. There's really not much of a strategy here. It's Griffin with it in the corner. 2.5 seconds left. He is sharp, open in the corner for 3. No good. It won't matter anyway. The Jazz steal game 1 on the road, 118-113. I told you this was not going to be like the Lakers series. Even after we started up 14-1, even after we led by 15 points late in the third quarter, we blew it. It's really that simple. The offense faltered down the stretch. The Jazz made plays defensively and ultimately were able to get the win. Darius Springer was electric in the second half. 29, 19, and 4. Sharp shot the ball well. Scoot shot the ball not as well. Khalil Griffin nearly had a quadruple-double. Points, rebounds, assists, and missed shots. This is not the Khalil Griffin we've had in the regular season. He's shooting 44% for the field and has a 54% true shooting percentage. That is below average in the NBA. He led the league in true shooting in the regular season. What is going on with him? I like that he's been able to impact the rest of the game, but his efficiency's fallen off a cliff. And then Porzingis, 0 for 7 from the field, 0 for 3 from deep, did not play good defense. Kristaps Porzingis has to wake up. He was legitimately abysmal. The one thing worse than shooting a tour date is shooting an offer. And, well, he shot a donut. Tyson Ledbetter with 34 points, 29 of which came in the second half. He was phenomenal, engineering the comeback here for the Jazz. Mikhail Yakovlev with 20 and 9. He's a really fun player. I enjoyed watching him. 17 and 10 for Maxey on 19 shots. Ghaffari was huge down the stretch. Jet Howard and Jaren Jackson made some plays. Tyrese Maxey wasn't all that effective before he got injured. But I think ultimately the big difference is that the Jazz were clutch. They hit some big shots. The ball movement was a lot better for them in the fourth quarter than it was early in the game. And defensively, they had some very timely stands down the stretch. Our offense was really good in the third quarter, but did nothing in the fourth. Let's check in on Tyrese Maxey. It's a sprained right elbow. It's not a long-term injury, only day-to-day, but it's not something he can play through. And considering he already has the hamstring injury, that's now 2 ailments that he's dealing with. And Tyrese Maxey will not go for Game 2. He will be out, and Jet Howard will replace him in the starting lineup. I think Jet Howard fits really well with the guys on their roster. So for the Jazz's perspective, I'm not really worried about how Howard is going to replace Maxey, but more so my question is who is going to replace Howard's role off the bench. Jet Howard is such an important role player for this team leading the second unit, and now that he's going to be playing with the ones for most of the game, the Jazz is going to need some of these young guys to really step it up for them with the second unit. Utah rocking their alternate uniforms. They look like something you would wear to the beach, so that's kind of funny. I think they unironically do look kind of good, though. Let me know what you think of them down below in the comments. Same starters for Portland, and the Jazz will stick with Sidi Ghaffari at the 5 over Mikhail Yakovlev as Ghaffari wins the tip once again. And we are underway here in Game 2 of the second round of the Western Conference playoffs between the Jazz and the Blazers. Howard, quick 3. He's open, misses that one. Griffin with the rebound, looking to run the floor for the Blazers, but he's intercepted by Howard. Still recovering from injury. Inside, Ghaffari, and 1! Porzingis with the early foul as the rookie, Sidi Ghaffari, gets the scoring started. 3-0. Here's Scoot Henderson, pump fake out to Springer. He's guarded by Ledbetter. That is a mismatch. It's lunchtime! And Darius Springer takes him to the crib. 3-2. Long pass is intercepted by Cassius Maxey. Griffin the intended target on the other end. Here is Maxey with it, looking to get some space. Maxey, 3-ball is good. Portland's been a little reckless with the ball early in this game, and it's costed them, as Gafare will miss the lob, gets his own rebound, put back no good, gets another rebound, gets another putback. City Gafare is able to finish it off there, third time's the charm. Sharp over to Springer on the drive, he's trapped. Griffin, Scoot, top of the key, 3-ball is good. Nice shot there by Scoot Henderson, he's got 5 early points, and it's 8-7. Ledbetter, crossover, contested 3 is good. Tyson Ledbetter reminds me a lot of Damian Lillard in the sense that he is just an effortless shot creator from all areas of the floor. He's got limitless range, but he's a little questionable defensively. Don't foul the jump shooter, Tyson, as Scoot Henderson would make all 3 at the line. Maxey with it on the screen, heaves that one up, and it's good. Quick start for Cassius Maxey after an inefficient game 1, as this one is tipped and intercepted by Howard. Here comes the Jazz. Howard looking for some space inside for Gafare, who throws it down on Porzingis. Coming off his impressive finish in Game 1, Gafare has been quick to make an early impact here in Game 2. Sharp with it on the drive, switches hands midair, and he is in for the throwdown for his first points of the game. Take another look at that one from Shaedon Sharp. Both offenses have been really good so far, which feels contrary from the first game, which I feel like was more of a defensive battle. Maxey's blocked by Porzingis. Gets it back, though. Good job there by Cassius Maxey on the second chance play. Portland is struggling on the glass so far. I was a little bit worried about that with all the size that this Jazz team has. That's been the case so far today. Griffin off the screen for 3. And Khalil Griffin is on the board. It's 18-15. Ledbetter has space. That is a mistake. Do not give him space because he is going to make the shot. 21-15 now. Gafare guarded by Scoot Henderson. That's a mismatch. He blows right by him. Scoot Henderson's one of the fastest players in the league. He just got dusted by a guy who's a full foot taller. Springer's blocked by Gafare. What a start for the rookie. Ledbetter with it. Lobs it up. And Gafare is there with the throwdown. This kid is special. He has dominated his individual matchup with Porzingis today. As Springer looks to respond, he does with the slam. 25-17 now. Gafare back with it. Blows right by Porzingis. That was pathetic defensive effort from Kristaps. And it is a 10-point game. Sidi Gafare has been the best player on the floor so far. This kid's 19 years old, dominating in the NBA playoffs. Scoot Henderson off the screen. Jumper is good. Finally, Portland with a basket. They have been cold over the last couple of minutes, and they need to get some momentum together. Gafare with it. He will take the jumper, and it's good. Don't leave him open. He can shoot the ball. The Blazers were so worried about him making a big pass. As Gafare has it, looking to drive inside. He gets it over to Kevin Porter Jr., whose shot is off. Abaji with the rebound. Whoop! Swips it across the floor for Zay Logan, who's in with the finish. 29-23 now. Ledbetter triple, no good. Ball is tipped into the hands of Amadou Mwangi. Another second chance play for the Jazz. Both offenses have cooled off significantly after a hot start. As Abaji has it, looking for the screen. Ochai, fadeaway, that's a 3, and it's good! The offense is getting back into the thick of things. It's a 5-point game. Shaedon Sharp with a dime for Bagley, faking out both of the defenders. And I think the reason why the fake worked out so well is that he faked out himself. He was planning on shooting it. Springer on the drive. Oh my God! He just caught a body! Ben Shepherd, my apologies, brother. You just got annihilated by Darius Springer, taking advantage of the mismatch. Not the best quarter for Portland, but the offense really picked it up there over the last minute. They only trail by 1, 31-30, despite dominance from Sidi Gafare, the 19-year-old rookie center who has been the best player on the floor so far. Griffin misses the layup, another early miss. His efficiency again has been spotty so far. Ledbetter on the other end. Layup is good. Nice play in transition by Tyson Ledbetter, the fourth-year guard from South Carolina. As Griffin has it, Abaji out to Sharp. Looking to drive by the defender, and that will work. Okay, unconventional, but it does the job for an and one. Yakovlev called for the foul. We're tied at 33. Noah Smith with it, guarded by Sharp. Smith gets it over to Ledbetter. Wide open off the screen. And as soon as he shot the ball, I think we all knew that was going in. 36-33. Griffin fake out to Bagley. He gets it to Ochai Agbaji on the screen. Agbaji on the drive. Has Griffin open for three. Khalil Griffin 2 for 2 from deep. His shooting from inside the arc has been spotty, but he's made both triples. As Yakovlev misses the open jumper. Here comes Griffin. Has Sharp open on the wing for three. Bang! What a smart play by Khalil Griffin. He knew the entire defense was to his left, and his body was kind of blocking them, so he knew Sharp was going to be open the entire way. Waits for him to get space from deep as Mwangi is in for a quick response on the slam. 38-41, Portland ahead. Noah Smith for three. That one's good. Smith, the young guard drafted out of OTE, is one of the many guys who the Jazz are hoping to replace the production of Maxey, as Darius Springer makes the layup. Good defense, but it doesn't matter. This is the MVP we're talking. Griffin snuffed at the rim by guess who? Sidi Gafare is back in the game, as here is Jet Howard with it. Tries to lob it up for Gafare, who jumps a little bit too early. As good as this kid is, you got to remember he is a rookie. 44-43. Scoot with the screen. He is intercepted by Mikhail Yakovlev with nobody in front of him. Yakovlev is in for the layups. I'm surprised he didn't go for another fancy dunk. Utah back ahead, 45-44. Scoot Henderson with it on the drive. Layup is no good. Nice stop by Ledbetter. And now Gafare looks to run the floor. He's got Ledbetter open inside, and the layup is good. The fact that both of these bigs are so big and have guard-like abilities as ball handlers and can put the ball on the floor, it's just so impressive and so hard to defend. Griffin misses. Wisham, put back, no good. Gets his miss again and turns it over. Ashton Wisham's got to take advantage of that as Ledbetter, oh my, he throws it down over Griffin. Tyson Ledbetter with the finish. 49-44. Scoot Henderson looking for somebody to get open. Off the screen, it's Ochai Agbaji. Nothing but net. We are within two. Springer with it. Gets it over to Griffin, who's open. And he has it stripped away. Gafare with the steal. Howard now with it. Out to Ledbetter. Inside for Yakovlev, who's there with the dunk. Portland looking to score quickly. Springer, pump fake on the drive. Good night, everybody! Oh, my Lord! Darius Springer dunks on two defenders. Throwing that down over a guy who's 7'1", 265 is one thing, but dunking on him and Jet Howard is a whole nother thing. Darius Springer is a complete freak. 51-49. Here is Wisham. He is guarded by Jet Howard. That is a mismatch. Wisham takes advantage. We're tied with 3.5 to go in the half. Here is Howard with it. Jumper over Sharp is good. Nice play there by Jet Howard, showing some ability on the ball, off the dribble, creating his own shot. Here is Scoot over to Marsh. He's got Springer. Whoop! Maxey goes flying. Springer nearly with another poster, but Gafare is there with the stop. You thought Sidi Gafare was going to let himself get dunked on? No chance. On the other end, Gafare out to Maxey. Chucks up a prayer. No good, but Gafare is there with the putback. Again, that was pathetic effort by Porzingis. He was underneath and did nothing to stop Sidi Gafare. Maxey in the corner. Howard, three. Bang! The lead sits at 7 for Utah. Maxey with it again, looking for Howard in the other corner. Bang! Back-to-back corner threes for Jet Howard. It's a 10-point lead for the Jazz. Portland calls time as Scoot is blocked inside by Jaren Jackson, who's grabbing at what looks like his arm. Sharp out to Springer. Guarded by, it looks like Kevin Porter Jr. Yeah, no chance. Darius Springer easily scores there to end the drought for the Blazers. 61-53. Here's Kevin Porter Jr. with it. Jumper, no good. Gafare with another rebound and another putback. The matchup between Gafare and Porzingis has just been unfair. Porzingis has just been so abysmal today. He completely mistimes the jump for what should have been an easy rebound. And then on the other end, Howard, three ball. It's good. The Jazz are up by 15 points late in the first half. Griffin has it tipped away, trying to get it back, and he does. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to have to heave one up. Step back, three is good. Huge shot by Khalil Griffin. That was one of the worst possessions I've ever seen in my life. Portland is so lucky they scored there to bring the lead down to a dozen. Maxey with it. Game and shot clock pretty much even. Maxey, three. No good. Springer with the rebound. He gets it to Sharp, who looks to heave it up from half court, and that is no good. Well, that second quarter didn't quite go to plan. The Blazers are down by a dozen after losing game one. They're in danger of losing game two. And after the first game, I wasn't really ready to panic. We lost a close game. Look, it happens. But the fact that we're in real danger of losing this second game as well, we might need to walk towards the panic button. We cannot afford to lose this game, and we've got to get back on track. The biggest problem by far has been the matchup down low. Sidi Ghaffari has 18 points on 9 of 11 shooting. His only 2 misses, he rebounded both of them himself, leading to a putback. Porzingis, meanwhile, has 0 points and 2 rebounds. He's been a non-factor on offense, and he has been god-awful on defense, so much so that he has been benched for Zay Logan, who is starting the second half at the 5. Sharp jumper is good off the screen by Zay Logan. The Blazers are hoping that he will be able to step up, with Porzingis just playing horribly in this series so far, as Yakovlev throws it down. The Jazz are running a 2-center lineup with Jaren Jackson dealing with an arm injury. He's questionable return. Howard 3, rattles out. Springer with the rebound. He's got Sharp in transition for 3. Buries it! We are back within single digits. 70-61, Howard for 3 again. Once more off the mark. But Ghaffari is there with another putback. On the bright side, at least Springer and Logan tried. Sharp crossover on the drive with the finish! This time, Ghaffari does get dunked on. It was only a matter of time as Sharp is fired up, looking to hype the crowd. Ledbetter from the parking lot misses that one. The Jazz really cooling off from deep. Griffin out to Springer for 3. It's good! Another really smart pass there by Griffin, timing it perfectly. His basketball IQ for a third-year player is special. Speaking of nice passes, Scoot Henderson threads the needle for Zay Logan. And look at the scoreboard. It is a 4-point game. The Blazers were down by 15 just minutes ago as Springer dunks it over Maxey, and we are within 2. Portland has come out completely re-energized. Could it be because of the switch at the 5 from Kristaps to Logan? Here is Ledbetter, corner 3, no good. Ghaffari flies in, but it's an offensive interference. You know why he got such a good look? Because Porzingis just stood there. So he has been benched again after 1 possession back in the game. He'll go right back to the bench. Tie game, Griffin with the windmill slam for the lead. Just minutes ago, this team was down by 15. At the half, they were down by a dozen. Not even 4 minutes into the third quarter, and they're winning. What a comeback from the Blazers as Ghaffari looks to put an end to the rally. He's in with the layup. 74-76, Griffin, step back jumper. That one is off the mark by about 10 feet. That might be the worst shot I've ever seen. On the other end, Howard, crafty layup for the tie. We are knotted up at 76. Here is Howard with it, looking to drive by Shaedon Sharp. Howard with room for the lead, and it's good! So the Jazz go on a 6-0 run now after the big stretch by the Blazers. Huge response by Utah, but they don't look to be done. That shot's no good, though. Nice rebound by Griffin, out to Sharp, inside for Logan, who's there with the slam. We're tied again at 78, and Zay Logan is now fired up. With Porzingis not in the game and having 5 guys that are actually trying, it's nice seeing the team perform. Maxey's in for the layup. Jazz back ahead, 80-78. Abaji over to Scoot Henderson looking for the screen. Scoot, fadeaway jumper for the tie. Nice shot by Scoot Henderson. We're knotted up at 80 with just over 3 to go. Cassius Maxey brings it up. He's guarded by Abaji. Maxey with it on the drive. He's trapped inside, but guess who's open? It's Tyson Ledbetter. Don't leave him open. He will make you pay. The Jazz have had a rough quarter shooting the ball from 3, but they get that one to fall. 83-82. Maxey now chucks one up, and it's good! What a shot by Cassius Maxey. Basically throwing stuff at the wall, hoping it sticks, and, well, it does there. Maxey on the drive, layup no good. Mwangi with the offensive rebound. He gets it back to Maxey. That one will not fall. Mwangi with a rebound again, and he will miss once more, but gets another rebound. Out to Yakovlev. The Jazz are now going to have 4 shots on this possession. Springer's one of the best rebounders in the league. That is unacceptable as Mwangi finishes out with the score. Just abysmal rebounding from Portland. 88-84. Lillard on the drive. Nice move by Dame Time, and he gets his first points of the game. 90-86. Just seconds left here in the third. Yakovlev guarded by Bagley. Looking to get some room. Yakovlev now gets the screen. Jumper is no good. Nice defense by Money Marv. Portland's going to have to heave it up quickly at the buzzer. Just a little bit off from Dame. All things considered, the third quarter went pretty well for Portland, considering they were down by 12 at halftime. But I feel like that still could have gone better. We took the lead so early into the third and did not capitalize with momentum. Wisham with the rebound. Springer, three is good! 24 for Springer, and a huge play by Ashton Wisham with the offensive rebound and the assist. 90-84. Smith for three. He gets one right back. A huge shot for Noah Smith. 93-89. Wisham on the baseline. He gets it to Griffin in the corner, and that one is good. Nice display of passing for Wisham. Kristaps Porzingis, by the way, has not come back into the game since being subbed out earlier in the third, as that one is intercepted by Springer. Back to Springer on the drive. Darius Springer puts the Blazers up by 3. Again, the best offense is good defense. Very quick start to the fourth for Portland. Ledbetter on the drive. Gets it over to Maxey. Good passing. Here's Porter. That one is no good for the tie. Wisham with the rebound. Springer. Griffin. Three ball. No good. But Abaji comes soaring in with the offensive rebound. Tips it in for the putback. Great play by Abaji. Finally, the Blazers make a play there on a second chance score, something that the Jazz have dominated in today. Mwangi guarded by Springer. That one is good. That was nice defense by Darius Springer. Just a better offensive play by Amadou Mwangi. It's a 1-point game now, 100-99 with 6 to go. Griffin on the drive. Dusts Howard. Has Sharp open. Not guarding Shaedon Sharp seems like a bold strategy. He hits the lawn too. 102-99. Ledbetter with it. Looking to get a pick and roll out to Gafare. He gets it over to Howard. Howard heaves it up at the end of the shot clock, and it's good! Another really impressive shot by Jet Howard. Doesn't matter if he's contested or open. He's probably going to drill it. Griffin on the drive. Has Sharp wide open again. Why are they not guarding Shaedon Sharp? That seems like a weird hill to die on, but at least they're dying. 105-101. Yakovlev inside layup is good. Nice play there by Mikhail Yakovlev. Again, getting much of the minutes at the 4 with Jaren Jackson banged up. Here's Maxey. Gets it over to Tyson Ledbetter. He's guarded by Scoot. Ledbetter, step back, jumper, no good. As Springer soars in for the rebound. Here is Griffin. Hands it off for Sharp with the finish. That was another great pass by Griffin. And sure, he's been inefficient scoring the ball 4 games in a row. But he's been so good other than his scoring here in the playoffs. Ledbetter fools multiple defenders on fakes. Gafare, corner 3 is good. Ledbetter's such a good scorer, you have to bite on those fakes. 1-point game. Maxey for the lead. No good. Nice defense by Scoot Henderson. Griffin and Springer in takeover. Springer inside. Griffin passes tipped, flies out of bounds, and it's out on Griffin. Huh, interesting. Portland would get it back, though, still up by 1. Scoot Henderson with it. Just over 2 to go. Sharp over to Springer. He's got 26 and 10. He finds Abaji on the drive. Abaji with the dunk. It's a 3-point Blazer lead. Ledbetter now brings it up with under 2 to go. Tyson Ledbetter gets some space. His shot is no good, though. Shaedon Sharp with the rebound. He's got 24. Out to Griffin on the drive. He is blocked by Jaren Jackson, who subs into the game for the first time here in the second half with an early snuff. Jazz can tie or bring you within 1 here. It's Tyson Ledbetter, tightly guarded by Scoot. Gets the screen for the tie. No good! Griffin with the rebound, his 9th. Out to Darius Springer. Springer, step back, thinks about the shot, won't take. Back to Griffin. 3-point lead with 1.5 minutes to go. You cannot choke this lead away. Scoot with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Scoot throws it up. No good. Griffin with the rebound, his 10th. Pump fake. Springer. Jumper. It's good! What a play by Khalil Griffin. Again, doing the dirty work. And a big shot for Springer. It's a 5-point lead with 1 minute left. Gotta hold on here. You cannot afford to lose this game. Ledbetter lobs it up for Gafare. And it's a 1-possession ball game. Blazers call their second to last timeout with pretty much exactly 1 minute left. So really, we've got to be smart with the basketball. If we can get a couple more good offensive possessions and bring this game to where the Jazz have to start fouling us, I think we can put ourselves in a good spot because we're one of the best three-throw shooting teams in the league. We've got to score here, though, and we can put ourselves in a comfortable spot. Scoot Henderson with it, trapped inside, over to Griffin. Griffin with it on the drive, and that is a charging foul. Tyson Ledbetter got the feet set, and the Jazz will get the ball. They are in the bonus, but since it's not technically a foul on the floor, they won't go to the line. Instead, they'll get the ball. I would almost rather Tyson Ledbetter get the 3 throws because I'm kind of scared of what he can do here. In takeover mode with a minute left, as Ledbetter has it on the drive. Layup is good, so it's like he just made the 2 free throws, I guess. It's a 1-point game now. This comfortable lead that the Blazers had 30 seconds ago is gone, and now the pressure to score is on. Scoot Henderson looking for a screen, under 40 to go. Scoot gets it over to Griffin. Deep 3. Thinks about the shot, doesn't take it. Over to Shaedon Sharpe. There's 5 seconds left. You guys got to shoot this ball. Scoot Henderson on the screen. Jumper. No good. Jazz with the rebound. It's Ghaffari. They have a timeout. Decide not to use it with 20 seconds left. And it's in the hands of Tyson Ledbetter, who can put the Jazz ahead. He's guarded by Springer. That means there's a mismatch. Ghaffari's guarded by Scoot Henderson, but they're not looking to him. 3 seconds left. Howard, pump fake, smothered for the lead. Bang! Jet Howard puts the Jazz up by 1. I feel like Utah completely mismanaged that possession. Sidi Ghaffari has 28 points. He's being guarded by a guy who's 11 inches shorter. Give him the ball. Instead, they take a contested mid-ranger. I mean, it worked, which is BS. And now all of a sudden, the Blazers need a game winner with 6.5 left. We're going to put our best scorers in the game. Scoot, Sharpe, Agbaji, Springer, and Griffin. We've got guys who can shoot off the catch. We've got guys who can drive inside. But who's going to get the ball here? It's Darius Springer with 6 to go. Springer on the drive for the win. It's blocked by Ghaffari. They will not foul in time. And the Jazz lead the series 2-0. Who else but Sidi Ghaffari with the game-winning stop? Darius Springer dusted Jaren Jackson on the drive, but Ghaffari was camping in the paint, got a hand on the layup, and wins the game for the Jazz. This is not your ordinary 19-year-old rookie. This kid is unbelievable. He won the game for the Jazz down the stretch in Game 1, and he won the game for them in Game 2 because he was the best player on the floor from start to finish. It helped being guarded by Porzingis early, who just decided not to show up, but that should not take away from the game that Sidi Ghaffari had. He was awesome. 28 and 10 for Springer. He missed the game winner, but look, this is not on him. I feel like Darius Springer's teammates let him down. Shaedon Sharpe was good, 24 points, shot the ball quite well. But everybody else, we need more. Khalil Griffin, again, horrible shooting. 41% from the field in the playoffs, but he still deserves credit. Great defense, great passing, great rebounding. He went 4 for 5 from 3, unironically, but he went 2 for 13 from 2. If he had just made one of those extra 2s, we win the game. 2 for 13 cannot happen again. We shot the 3 ball really well, but we didn't shoot it enough, which is the opposite of Game 1. I feel like in the first game, we relied too much on the long ball. Today, we didn't rely on it enough. Before we get to the Jazz, we've got to talk about Porzingis. What in the sweet hell was that? In 32 minutes against the Jazz, he has 2 points, 6 rebounds, is 0 for 8 from the field. But I don't really care about any of that. I care about the fact that his effort level today was piss poor. He didn't even look like he was trying out there. In the 11 minutes he played, he was minus 21. So that means in the 29 minutes he didn't play, we outscored the Jazz by 20. And we still lost the game. He deserves all of the blame for just, again, not trying. We played him for 1 possession in the second half. I saw nothing changed after he got benched originally, so we held him on the bench for the rest of the game. What does this mean for Porzingis going forward? I have no idea. The fact that we're down 2-0 is one thing. We've got to worry about that. But now we have a whole nother variable with one of our 5 starters choosing not to try. What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to play him for Game 3, or are we supposed to bench him? On one hand, I don't see how we can win this series without Porzingis. The Jazz have so much size on their team, and we need a 7-footer on the floor to combat that. But on the other hand, he has been dead weight for us. He was minus 21 in a game that we lost by 1. We could have put Damian Lillard at the 5 in these first 2 games, and we would be up 2-0. As for Utah, Sidi Ghaffari, my goodness, is this kid unbelievable. On offense, he was phenomenal. Grabbing rebounds, hitting shots, blocking shots. He was incredible defensively. He had the game-winning stop. Ledbetter was pretty solid. Jet Howard was really good with the game winner. In terms of the guys who had to replace Maxey, Noah Smith was the most impressive in just 8 minutes, going 3 for 3. Cassius Maxey was inefficient, but he played really good defense on Khalil Griffin. The two of them had each other in hell. Mikhail Yakovlev was a lot quieter than he was in the last game. Kevin Porter Jr. went 0 for 6. Jaren Jackson didn't shoot the ball once, but he did block 4 shots despite getting hurt. The big reason why we lost, though, other than Porzingis, was the difference between these two defenses. Sure, we scored damn near the same amount of points, but the Jazz defense made plays. 8 steals, 9 blocks. They had 17 stocks, whereas we had 3. That's the reason why the Jazz won, because they made plays when they needed to defensively, especially down the stretch. So with that, the Blazers are down 2-0. It is time to smash the panic button. What do we do with Kristaps Porzingis? Do we play him? Do we bench him? Do we not play him at all for the rest of the playoffs and cut our losses in the offseason? I mean, this was a franchise-altering game, I feel like, with Porzingis just choosing not to try, and now we have to win 4 or 5, including 3 on the road. We've got our work cut out for us, and we've got to pick it up in the next episode, or else we could be in danger of getting swept and being one of the best teams in NBA history to not win a title. Hope everybody enjoyed nonetheless, though. I know it was a long episode, but these 2 games were wild. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.